Thank you for joining us for this episode of the Real News Extra. My name is Fred. I'm the operations manager here at RELAW APC. And joining me today is Jennifer Felten, the principal and founder of RELAW APC.
Good morning.
Hello, Jennifer. So what risks are tenants facing after a wildfire if the housing units are not inspected for toxic debris?
Yeah, so we here in Southern California went through some major fires in January.
Yes.
And those areas are impacted by the debris, the smoke, and a lot of different environmental factors. So just because your property didn't burn down doesn't mean it might not be safe, right? And so there are tenants who are concerned about their safety in areas where their property didn't burn, but they're close to the fire zone. So is there toxic stuff in the soil, in the water, in the air, right? Those are the things that they could be exposed to that they're concerned about and why they want some environmental inspections done.
And how can landlords and local governments work together to ensure a safe reoccupation of fire-affected housing?
Well, these people are already occupying these properties, right? They are living there, right? So the question then is it safe?
Right.
And so the landlords need to make a decision about what level of risk they want to take, because if they don't do anything and a tenant has lung issues or some sort of health impact that they're going to blame on these environmental factors, right? If you haven't tested and you can't show that it wasn't, or if you've tested and you see that there is a risk, mitigated it, you could have liability, right? So that the government has not, as of now, set any standards.
Right.
There's no requirement to do an inspection. I think it's unlikely, considering what's going on in LA, that will happen. So in this case, I think it's going to be up to the landlords to determine their own risk tolerance for managing these environmental issues.
Got it. And what kind of legal exposure do property owners have if they decide to ignore post-fire environmental safety issues?
Right. I mean, these landlords could get sued for all kinds of things if they don't take action. They could not, right? So they're each going to have to make their own risk assessment, how close they are to the fire zones.
Right.
Basic things like air quality, things like that can be guides to determine whether you feel like you need to do additional work, additional inspections or not.
Right.
They're each going to have to make those decisions.
Well, thank you. And thank you for enjoying the Real News Extra. I invite you to click on like or subscribe, and of course, ring that little bell for future notifications. My name is Fred. I look forward to seeing you on the next episode.